You know what it is? It's recording in the afternoon. I never do this. I told myself I should never do this. Whenever I record in the afternoon, it's never good. And you're probably saying, well, yeah, it's never good. But it's slightly better than not good when I am recording in the morning. Like first thing I get up, the brain's active, it's working good. Get in and record some videos. Whenever I try the afternoon recording, most of the time out of desperation, then it just does not work. And so what we've got here is the program's working when it's not supposed to be working. That was our cliffhanger we left off on. Now I realized I haven't closed this window in a while, so let's do that. Let's stop this. Let's save everything and let's rerun this. So .NET Run. And we've got our website, so I'm going to take this address, copy it, and then pull up a browser window. Drop that address in there, /API/water. Okay, that's what we're supposed to get. So it must have been something me not saving, cached, in the browser cache. Some settings there or whatnot, but now it's not working. This is what I wanted to get. So if I have just Git projects in there, so I'll comment this out for a second. Save all, stop from running, run again, go back to that same address and enter, then it gives me data. And it's doing that because there's only one method in here. What else can we call? And so as soon as I introduce the idea of two actions being in here, right? Then the problem is when I run this, so Control-C, .NET, let me save all. I do think that's what I failed to do. And you can see, we'll have to go back and look at the video. It has a little asterisk as soon as you make a change to the file that it hasn't been saved yet. So .NET Run, come back to this same website and try this path again. And it says ambiguous match. I don't know where to go. And so this is where we can go in and customize our routes to go to the specific API that we want to go to as we start to have many actions inside our one controller. So let's fix it. So I'm going to go into my program, and what I'm going to do is add in a little attribute at the top of each of these and say HTTP GET, and then in parentheses I'm going to give the path that I want to use. So if I want this one to be all projects, then I'll put that in there. If I want this one to be HTTP GET only functional projects, then I'll put that in there. And now when I save all and then go back to my browser, when I run this, if I just go to water, it's still getting ambiguous requests. But am I running? Did I? Okay, let me Control-C, run again. Let me make sure. It's the afternoon, I'm telling you. So now we come into our browser and I try this again. Doesn't get the same error, it gets a different error, which makes me feel better. And then in there I can say I want to get all projects. So I've got here the API / the controller name / the name of the HTTP GET. Now it will go get the information for all projects. And then if I only want the functional projects, I can go to that route, functional projects, and it will give me less data because some of them are being eliminated because they're not functional. And so this is our way of routing as we try to determine paths for our different APIs to go get different data. All right, and if we don't want to have the API in there, then we can do a save all on that. Control-C, .NET Run, back to our browser, and if we go get, now if I say this address, it's going to get an error because the API is in there. I can go take that API out and then go look at the functional projects. It will pull up that data, go get all projects with only 2 L's, preferably afternoon. And then we get our data we wanted. All right, so we've got data. Our next step is going to be going to hook this up to React and getting it to actually display. And that'll be the last thing we do in this little series of videos for phase 1 before we move on to phase 2. So I just want you to see what we've done here. We built this little controller. It has 2 different actions, and these actions we're calling different HTTP GETs. This is our routing. And so this is the way we work. We provide data using APIs. We send it back and forth using JSON objects. And that's how we connect in and get the data. So what I want you to think, every time you type .NET run, I want you to think .NET fun. Got it? Okay, Spencer out.